What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Coming at you with another health optimization upload. You guys liked the last one quite a bit, so I've decided to do another one for you guys. This time it's for elevating your testosterone levels, okay? This is to be done naturally, mainly focusing on minerals, herbs, and acids that I've tried in the past. And, some of them worked, some of them didn't. Nonetheless, I am disseminating the information for you guys so you can make your own informed decisions. But before I get started, it's important for the viewer to be aware that I am not a certified or professionally trained dietitian, physician, or nutritionist, or a naturopath. The list goes on. I'm your average gym bro that dabbled in, some supplements to enhance my performance at the gym. And I'm just out here disseminating that information. So please, 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 if you do consider trying any of these, run it by your doctor or any professional like a dietitian. Prior to taking any of these, I will also emphasize and highlight that some of these will hit your liver and kidneys pretty hard because even though they are herbs and they are natural, the same qualities that make them raise testosterone level, ironically, make them also toxic. Okay, so none of them will kill you or hurt you unless you have a liver or kidney condition, but be aware that they will cause issues, especially with prolonged use. So again, very important to get the advice of a professional, get your blood test done, and just monitor yourself. And you need to cycle this. The same thing you experience with caffeine is that the initial dose is going to be effective at a small quantity, but as you use it over time, your body becomes desensitized to it. So like caffeine or I guess drugs, you always need a higher quantity down the road to achieve the same hit. So another thing to be cognizant of is that with these, you're going to have to cycle them on and off just so your body doesn't get used to them in the long run and you don't really get the benefits. Okay, so I'm going to start off with boron. Okay. So boron is a trace mineral that really it doesn't raise your testosterone level per se as much as freeze your testosterone. So a lot of the time your testosterone is bound up by steroid binding globulin hormone and it's not usable. So what happens is when you take between 1 to 4 grams, 1 to 4 milligrams, my bad. Actually, no, 1 to 4, 1 to 12 milligrams, okay. 1 to 12 milligrams of boron, what will happen is it will free up your testosterone so it's not bound and you're gonna have more energy, you're gonna be stronger, and you're gonna be more sexually aroused, pretty much, because it frees up more testosterone. The one thing you have to be cognizant about with this is that it doesn't just raise testosterone, it raises estrogen too. So you want to take some anti-aromatase in the natural form, like a DIM or a D-gluconate supplement, just to manage your estrogen as well as to also manage your liver. Okay, so D-gluconate does two things. It helps with liver function and detoxification, and it helps lower estrogen. Okay, so that is boron for raising your free testosterone levels. Next, we have D-aspartic acid. So it's a type of an acid that is mainly used to increase testosterone and nitric oxide. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. With this one, you don't necessarily feel different, but if you use it long enough, you start noticing a difference in your body composition. You're just fuller, you're tighter, you tend to be just looking more masculine and virile, is the best way I can explain it. This is probably a function of D-aspartic acid being, an acid that does some sort of protein synthesis improvement, but the NO for sure, you're gonna get that pump, you're gonna be fuller. So yeah, this one I pretty much take it when I'm leaning out and I am really working on my composition, so increasing muscle mass and reducing fat. So this does come in handy, but it does work by increasing testosterone and NO levels. So this is D-aspartic acid. Okay, yeah. Next is Spilanthes acmella. So that's Spilanthes acmella. So this is an herb, and it's 3.5% acrylamide, and it's from the flower. Okay, now this does raise testosterone levels, but it doesn't really do anything in terms of gym performance. But if you are struggling, let's say, with arousal or desire, or you are exceptionally sexually active and you need the extra help, this works in generating desire. So it still works via increasing testosterone, but it's just a different use of testosterone. So yeah, this one I try to stay away from it because I don't have issues when it comes to desire, and this one just makes it harder, makes my life harder than it already needs to be. So I've had this bottle now for a couple of years. I've only used a few pills from it, but it does work. I have some friends that I put on this that actually, would benefit from it. So I let them know about it. Some of them did get results, others didn't. So the thing about herbs is that they work with your natural body chemistry and your genetics. So what works for someone might not work for you. So just something to be cognizant about. But for the most part, this one raises testosterone levels from an arousal and desire standpoint. Okay, and this is Spilanthes acmella. Next, I have none other than Fadoja agrestis. Okay, and this was popularized by Andrew Huberman when he was on the Joe Rogan podcast. And I'm going to tell you something. So this again raises testosterone level. And this, I mean, I've never taken or tried steroids, but I'd imagine being on what it feels like being on steroids is this. Is close to this. The things that I noticed instantly, and from the first time I took it, and just with one pill, I was mentally much more calmer. My voice got deeper. My pain tolerance went through the roof. It wasn't very easy for me to feel pain anymore, and my strength and stamina in the gym went up. So this stuff really, really does work. The one thing you have to be cognizant about is that it is toxic for your testes, and I know for a fact it is not good for the liver because my urine color changed on it and became much darker. So be careful with this. This is again one of those that's recommended for cycling. You can't take it consistently. It works. It really does work. but it's yeah, I get scared using it. When I first got it, I used it maybe for a couple of months, 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off is what I did. And then I just thought to myself, you know what? It's just not worth it when I started, experiencing the changes with, my urine color. Just, yeah, now I just take it on days where I'm super tired or exhausted and I need that boost. I'll take it, but to be on it on the long run, even though I saw online that there are people, especially athletes, that take it for a very long time without cycling or rest. So again, it comes down to how your body reacts to it. Just my body can't really handle it for a prolonged period of time, but it most certainly does work. I mean, your strength is gonna. This is what mind boggled me: the strength piece and the pain tolerance. It just goes to show that there's so much to our bodies that we don't have access to, and on this I was a monster. Okay. The next supplement I have is Aracara root. Okay, Aracara root, and this one here is known for raising testosterone, being anabolic, and is also used as an aphrodisiac. So in terms of the anabolic piece, yes. So if you're going through body composition changes where you're leaning out, improving your muscle mass, reducing your fat, this will help. The the testosterone raising aspects with respect to, let's say, strength, it's it's there, but it's not as good as Fedosia, okay? But you will notice a difference there. On the aphrodisiac piece, this will be of interest to those of you that, let's say, how should I put it? Yeah, let's just say it. Struggle with PE. You're gonna notice that this reduces sensitivity. Okay, for those of you that have PE and sensitivity, you'll understand what I'm saying. And I actually didn't know about that until a buddy of mine, again, that went on it and conveyed to me that it actually does help. So it reduces sensitivity. So I guess another way to put it is, if you're looking to increase your stamina in the bedroom, this will help. Again, results will vary from person to person depending on your body, genetics, circumstances, and whatnot, but this definitely does help. I mean, to a certain extent I can attest to that. As with anything that's good, it doesn't last. It's again like coffee. To maintain that effect, you need more and more and more as time goes by. And be careful with this one, because again, it will hit your liver. So make sure to monitor your urine color. Drink a lot of water on all of these. I don't care any kind of herb you consume. You need to drink a lot of water to help your body flush the toxins, because aside from the fact that what makes these herbs so effective at raising testosterone is certain compounds in them that, again, ironically, they tend to be toxic, is that you never know what the growing process is, right? Like if they're herbicides, pesticides, any lead contamination. Luckily, this brand I get from does offer their lab testing certification on the website. So that gives me some assurance. But still, these tend to be rather harsh on the liver. So excuse me, don't know. Needed to let the sneeze out. Okay, so this tends to be harsh on the liver, so be careful about that. But again, Aracara root, for those of you that are altering your body composition percentages, if you are looking for stamina in the bedroom, or if you're looking to raise your testosterone level for strength improvements in the gym. Okay. Next, I have 7-methoxyflavin. 7-methoxyflavin. And this is basically an anti-aromatase. So again, it's naturally occurring, it's over the counter. Everything I'm talking about here is over the counter and naturally occurring. You don't need prescription for these. This is an anti-aromatase, meaning that it makes sure that your estrogen level is managed so it's not excessive. And if you are taking any of these, I recommend you take an anti-aromatase like this that's readily available and over the counter, just to ensure that you are not producing any excessive estrogen, okay? And if you do take this on its own without actually taking something to raise testosterone, it will help with managing your estrogen, but just be careful. You don't actually want your estrogen to be very low or to completely disappear, because two things are going to happen. Your brain function and heart function are going to get affected. You need estrogen for your brain and heart to function. Secondly, your ability for sexual arousal is going to hit the floor, okay? You do need both testosterone and estrogen for all of these. So just food for thought there. But 7-mesoxyflavin, this does help with managing estrogen levels. Next, I have 7 and 8 benzoflavin, transresveratrol, and phosphatidylglycerin and black extract supplement. And this is for testosterone boosting. It acts as anti-aromatase and anti-cortisol. So again, this is a supplement for managing your estrogen levels while raising testosterone and lowering cortisol. And if you guys watch my previous upload on some of the anti-aging supplements I mentioned, I think I was talking about ashwagandha, where it works by lowering cortisol, and on the other side of the token, anytime you lower cortisol, you raise testosterone. And likewise with estrogen, you lower estrogen, testosterone goes up, sometimes depending on the mechanism, but for the most part, when you lower one, the other goes up. And this is basically a 2-in-1 combo, well, 3-in-1. So lower estrogen, lower cortisol, raise testosterone, okay? So that's a 7 and 8 benzoflavin supplement. Next, I have Muera Puama. So this is another supplement that raises testosterone, but it's not for composition. It's not for strength in the gym. This is more for bedroom activities. Again, personally, I didn't see any results on it, but I know some of my gym buddies, especially those much more advanced in the years, that took it and did notice a difference. So yeah, I can't really say much about this, but yeah, if you want another testosterone, arousal, stamina raising supplement or herb, Muera Puama. Okay. All right, next we have Jamaican Medina. And this one is a sex herb from Jamaica. Very famous, as it says here on the container, okay? Benefits on it are male aphrodisiac, cold and fevers, relieve back pain, joint pain, fights fatigue, hernia remedy, blood thinner, energy, and much, much more. This one did nothing for me, okay? I mean, I'm gonna be straight up with you. The funny thing is that online there are people that sing its accolades, but for me, I didn't really get much out of it. But in case it does work for some of you, yeah, this is Jamaican Medina, in case it might work for someone out there. Next, I have Saved Muesli Extract with 50% Spanions. Okay. And this is another one that acts both as a test booster, as for improving stamina in bed. Can't speak to the stamina in bed piece, but I did notice differences on it in terms of strength in the gym. So most certainly does work for strength improvements in the gym. Again, with all of these, you guys temper your expectations. It's not like one day you're lifting 45 pounds and you take a pill and you're gonna be lifting 500. And it's not how it works. You're gonna notice between 5 to 25 pounds difference in strength over a week if you're really pushing. But there is noticeable difference, and obviously the older you get, the more of a difference and benefit you're gonna get out of these. All right, so Mondia Whitey. So this is another supplement that raises testosterone levels and claims to increase libido and erectile quality. Again, I got this mainly as a testosterone booster, natural testosterone booster. Does it help with libido and erectile quality? I didn't notice a difference on it, and I haven't used a lot of this. But also for testosterone, I didn't really see much of a difference. So I can't comment on this, but again, this is one of those supplements, Mondia Whitey, that people sing its accolades online, okay? And yeah, people, the reviews online that it really works both at the gym and the bedroom. So just something to consider if you're looking for alternatives or other options. Mondia Whitey can help, possibly. I can't tell you on that one in the bedroom and the gym, but for me it didn't really do much. The cult-like following supplement, which has been around forever, which is horny goat weed with 20% Icarian extract. And this is supposed to help with sexual dysfunction via raising testosterone level. As you guys can see, there's a theme here. It's either helps in the bedroom or helps in the gym. The ladies won't get this, but the guys, the fellas out there will understand why I wanted to do either of both, okay? And why you're always looking for that edge. Even when you don't need it, the guys will understand. The ladies, I don't think you're ever gonna understand unless you're in a man's body. But yeah, so does this one work? It didn't for me. I did not feel any different on it. I did not get any results. I know some guys, actually a couple of my colleagues at one of my previous jobs actually were on it, and they say they were rock stars in the bedroom on this. I didn't get that, and it definitely didn't help in the gym. And the story behind this is that how it became to be known as a horny goat weed is that there was a goat herder that noticed that whenever his goats ate from a certain grass patch, they would, get it on more frequently. And basically, that's how this herb was discovered and named, okay? So horny goat weed, for those of you that are interested possibly in improving your bedroom prowess. Next, I have Xanthoparmelia sacabrosa, and it's a 12-to-1 ratio herb, and this raises testosterone and helps with sexual dysfunction. Again, I didn't get much out of this, if I'm being very frank. Didn't notice any difference in the bedroom, neither in the gym, which is a lot of these I actually bought for the gym, and I was thinking, you know what, if it does anything in the bedroom, kudos, great. If it didn't I don't have anything to lose. I just wanted that extra edge at the gym. And I wanted to do it naturally. But yeah, I didn't notice a difference on this. But again, this one online for those into, Ayurvedic herbal remedies, its accolades are sung by those that swear by it. Okay? We're almost there, you guys. I got two more. Oh, well, three more. Next, I have Microdesmus cayana. And this here is another herb that claims to raise testosterone and help performance in the bedroom. I, again, did not see any results on this. But again, online, there are people that used it and it worked for them. And yeah, just thought to run it by you guys for those of you that this might work. Next, I have Bangalala extract. 5-to-1 ratio. Now this one, so again, meant for sexual performance, increasing testosterone levels, and this one does work. For me, it worked. It really did increase my strength at the gym. I noticed a difference, as well as stamina in the gym. In the bedroom, I didn't notice much of a difference, but it did send my arousal through the roof. So I stay away from this. I really don't need the additional arousal. It's already a nightmare trying to keep up with the arousal level I have. So with this one, yeah, just I don't use it much. I haven't used it in forever. It's actually the bottle's pretty much full. But just something to be cognizant of. Yeah, it does help in the gym. If you have low desire, it will raise your desire level performance-wise or stamina-wise in the bedroom. I can't speak to that. I didn't notice a difference. But if you just feel meh, like you're cold and your engine needs warming up, yeah, this would work. At least from my subjective experience. All right, last but not least, I have prepared fotai, a traditional herb. Okay, and this one, yeah, I didn't notice much on it. This was supposed to, I think, I can't remember if it was this one or another one, but it was supposed to help with restoring kidney chi or ki. And given the amount of coffee I drink and how much I abuse my adrenal glands, I thought it'd be a good idea to take this. I didn't see much of a difference on it, but again, this is a traditional Chinese remedy that's supposed to help with your kidney and adrenal fatigue. I didn't notice a difference on it, but hey, it's popular for a reason, so it might work for you. Okay? So, that is it, you guys, for my natural herbal acid and mineral stack to help raise your testosterone level or your arousal level or help with your stamina and performance in the bedroom. Hopefully this is helpful for some of you out there. A few things to reiterate before the end of this upload. One, what works for me might not work for you, and what hasn't worked for me might work for you. So a lot of these supplements are going to be trial and error in terms of what works and what doesn't work. So when you approach herbs, acids, and minerals like these, keep an open mind and keep your expectations low in case you don't get the results you thought you would or expect. Okay? Secondly, please, 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 please do not take any of these if you have some sort of medical condition in relation to your heart or kidneys or liver in particular, or any other organ or pre-existing condition. Check with a doctor before you take any of these, and do your homework and your due diligence before you get any of these or consume them. Again, I'm a gym bro. I like to try stuff. These are all camera stopped recording. So these are all legal, and you can get them over the counter. But just because they're legal, just because they're natural, just because they're over the counter does not mean they do not have side effects or toxic capacities. So please do consult your physician or a naturopath or somebody who is certified in herbal medicine prior to consuming any of these. I didn't do that, and I had to find the hard way that they do hit my liver and kidney hard. So just be cognizant of that, okay? What else? Yeah, just do your homework, be intelligent, be smart, and just use this upload for informative purposes only. This is not meant to be prescriptive or directive, okay? If you do proceed with any of these, you're doing that at your own risk, and you're liable for all results, good and bad. And again, very important to emphasize, I'm not a professional, I'm not a doctor, I'm just disseminating information here in case it helps some of you out there the same way I found out about these through somebody else that disseminated information. Okay? So, hopefully this is helpful. With that said, you guys, very much appreciate your time and attention, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.